Looking back, that was the first red flag didn't seem like a red flag at all. It felt like loyalty. I met Maya in my first year of college. She was the kind of person people noticed immediately. Confident, funny, the type who could walk into a room and make strangers feel like old friends. She chose me as her friend. That's how it felt, anyway. At first, it was flattering. She'd always sit next to me in class, save me a seat in the cafeteria, text me constantly about the smallest things. You're the only person here I actually like. Everyone else feels fake. I thought it meant we had a special bond. Looking back, that might have been the first red flag. Because slowly, without me realizing it, my world started shrinking. Whenever I mentioned hanging out with other people, Maya would laugh it off. "Oh, them?" she'd say. "You can do better than that." It never sounded jealous, it sounded protective, and I believed her. If someone in our class invited me somewhere, Maya would casually point out something about them. "They talk about you when you're not around," or "they only invited you because they needed help with assignments." At first, I didn't question it. Maya always sounded so sure. Over time, I started declining invitations. It was easier that way. And Maya was always there anyway. We studied together, ate together, walked back to the dorm together. She started finishing my sentences, and I started trusting her judgment more than my own. Then something strange began happening. People started acting distant around me. Friends I used to talk to in class stopped including me in conversations. Some of them would give me these quick, uncomfortable looks, like they knew something I didn't. I remember asking Maya about it one day. She sighed, like she'd been expecting the question. "I didn't want to tell you this," she said, "but some people think you're kind of arrogant." I was shocked. "Arrogant?" I asked. Maya shrugged. "I defended you, obviously, but you know how people are." That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept replaying conversations in my head, wondering what I'd done wrong. After that, I became more careful about everything I said, and Maya noticed. "You see," she said once, smiling, "I'm the only one who actually understands you." At the time, it felt comforting. Now it feels like something else entirely. The second red flag came months later. I was walking across campus when someone from my class stopped me. Her name was Jenna. We'd never talked much before. She looked awkward, like she was debating whether to say something. Then she said something that confused me. "Hey, are you okay?" I laughed. "Yeah, why?" She hesitated. "Well, Maya said you've been going through a lot, that you don't trust anyone anymore." I felt a strange chill. I never said that. Jenna frowned. "Oh." Then she said something that made my stomach drop. "She told people you said we were fake friends." For a moment, I just stood there, trying to process it. That didn't make sense. Maya would never say that, right? When I confronted Maya later, she looked genuinely hurt. "I can't believe you'd believe something like that about me," she said quietly. And suddenly, I felt guilty, like I'd betrayed her. She shook her head slowly. "This is exactly why I told you people here can't be trusted." I apologized. Looking back, that might have been the biggest red flag of all. Because after that, I stopped questioning her. Completely. Months passed, and my world became smaller and smaller. Eventually, Maya was the only person I really talked to, the only person who knew things about my life, the only person who had my trust. Until one afternoon, I was in the library working on an assignment when I overheard two girls talking behind me. They didn't realize I was listening. One of them said my name. "I feel bad for her, though," she said. The other girl replied, "Yeah, but Maya said she's really unstable." My heart started pounding. Unstable? Then they kept talking. Apparently, Maya had been telling people things about me for months, that I was jealous of others, that I talked badly about everyone, that I had trust issues. I felt like the ground disappeared under me because suddenly everything made sense. The distance, the strange looks, the silence when I walked into a room, none of it had started naturally. It had been planted, carefully, slowly. And the worst part, I had helped isolate myself. I confronted Maya that evening. For the first time since we met, she didn't deny it. She just looked at me calmly. Then she said something I still think about sometimes. "I didn't make anything up," she said. "I just helped people see you differently." I asked her why. She shrugged. "Because you were drifting away." Then she added something that felt even colder. "And I didn't want to lose my only real friend." After that conversation, our friendship ended, but the damage stayed. It took months to repair the way people saw me, and even longer to trust my own instincts again. Sometimes I still think about that first moment when Maya told me, "You're the only person here I actually like." At the time, it felt special. Now I realize something important. When someone wants to be your only friend, it's usually because they don't want you to have anyone else. Looking back, that was the first red flag.